Hello friends, now today we have to see pericyclic reactions. What are the pericyclic reactions? The pericyclic reactions are the reactions in which they are taking place in a single step involving cyclic transition state, and these pericyclic reactions are having concerted mechanism. So these are the single step reactions having concerted mechanism involving cyclic transition state, and these reactions do not undergoes formation of any reactive intermediate. So no intermediates are formed during the pericyclic reactions. So these are having concerted mechanism. Cyclic transition state and no intermediates. These are the characteristics of pericyclic reactions, and these are pericyclic reactions having cyclic array of all the atoms. So in these pericyclic reactions, reactants are directly converted to products without being formation of any intermediates. So the reactants are converted to product through the formation of cyclic transition state. So these cyclic transition states are formed and having concerted mechanism. So what does mean by concerted mechanism? So the concerted mechanism is in which bond breakings and bond formations are taking simultaneously. So bond breaks and new bond forms in a simultaneous manner. So they form simultaneously. Such mechanisms are called as concerted mechanisms. Now, which are the some important characteristics of pericyclic reactions? So the pericyclic reactions are reversible reactions. So these are reversible reactions. These reactions having concerted mechanism means bond formations and bond breakings are taking place simultaneously. These reactions are highly stereospecific in nature. Highly stereospecific in nature. So what does mean by stereospecific? So particular isomer of reactant gives particular stereoisomer of product, while its other isomer gives other stereoisomer of product. So this is called as stereospecific reaction. Specifically, one isomer gives one product. So the pericyclic reactions are highly stereospecific one. Then the pericyclic reactions are, as these are reversible, and these reactions can be performed by using heat, means this can be thermal reactions, or these reactions can be proceeds by light, introduction of light or induction of light, or these reactions can be photochemical reactions. So when the reaction taking place thermally, it is called as thermolysis. When it is takes place photochemically, it is called as photolysis. So the pericyclic reaction can proceeds by providing heat or by proceeds by induction of light. So these are the some important features of pericyclic reactions. Now what are the types of pericyclic reactions? So we have to see here classification of pericyclic reactions. Pericyclic reactions basically classify in 3 types, but broadly it can have the 5 types. So first is electrocyclic reaction. Second is cycloaddition reaction. Third is sigmatropic rearrangement. This is rearrangement. Sigmatropic rearrangement. Fourth is cheletropic or chelotropic reaction. And last is group transfer reaction. So these are the various types of reactions, pericyclic reactions. These three are very important and commonly observed types of pericyclic reaction: electrocyclic, cycloaddition and sigmatropic. But these two are also rarely observed. One is cheletropic, it is also called as cheletropic reaction, and next is group transfer reactions. So pericyclic reactions are classified in these 5 types. So we have to see each of the type. We have to start with electrocyclic reaction. First is electrocyclic reaction. In the electrocyclic reaction, open chain conjugated polyene or conjugated pi electron system undergoes cyclization to give cyclic product. So these reactions also can be performed by using thermal reaction or by using photochemical reaction. So these are the 2 types of things here we have to see. Again, in this electrocyclic reaction, ring closure as well as ring opening reaction can be taking place. So open chain conjugated pi electron system undergoes cyclization to give cyclic product, and that cyclic product can be reverted back. So that cyclic compound can be converted to open chain conjugated system. So I have to see here 2 examples. One is ring closing and second is ring opening. So in the ring closing, this is butadiene. This butadiene undergoes cyclization and gives here, it can be thermal or photochemical, it gives, so this is the cyclic transition state, which immediately converted to product cyclobutene. So butadiene is converted to cyclobutene through the delocalization of pi electrons. So through the rearrangement of pi bonds, we get the new compound. What is the difference between reactant and product? Here 2 pi bonds are there, and here only 1 pi bond is there in the product, with the formation of new sigma bond. So newly 1 sigma bond is formed at the cost of 1 pi bond. So one pi bond is decreased, and while 1 sigma bond get introduced in the product in the ring closing reaction. So if we see example of hexatriene, 1,3,5 hexatriene. So this is butadiene, this is hexatriene. This hexatriene, it can be also again thermal or photochemical. So we get here this pi bond shifted here, this pi bond shifted, this pi bond shifted. Here the new sigma bond will be formed between the terminal olefinic carbons. So the terminal carbons will be joined by the sigma bond in the product. So we get here new sigma bond, and here these are the bond formations and bond breaking in the cyclic transition state. So this is cyclic transition state, which converted to product, in which this is new sigma bond, and here the position of pi bonds changes and 1 pi bond is decreased. So we get here cyclohexadiene. This is cyclohexadiene. So this is the ring closure reaction, in which open chain conjugated alkene or conjugated pi electron system converted to cyclic system through the formation of cyclic transition state. In case of ring opening reaction, exactly opposite chemistry or opposite type of reaction we can observe here. So in case of ring opening reaction, so here we may have, this is cyclobutene. This cyclobutene undergoes delocalization or rearrangement of these electrons. Sigma bond get cleaved, this sigma bond get cleaved, and we get here the cyclic transition state, and gives product this butadiene. Or we have cyclohexadiene as a reactant. This sigma bond will be cleaved, this shifted here, this shifted here, and this shifted here through the cyclic transition state, just like this same. So this sigma bond get cleaved and we get double bond here, and this double bond here. So here this is ring closure, here this is ring opening. These reaction can be performed by using heat. So this can be thermal reaction or photochemical reaction. So it can be proceeds by heat or it can be proceeds by light. Now this is electrocyclic reaction, in which two things we have observed, ring closure and ring opening. Now here we have to see one example of stereospecificity of electrocyclic reaction. When we have diene such as stereospecificity, here in the stereospecificity we have to see here example of butadiene having 2 methyl groups. So this is actually 2,4-hexadiene. In this is the trans double bond, this is also trans double bond. When this undergoes thermal reaction, then it gives one product, while the same undergoes photochemical reaction, it gives another product. Now see here, when this trans compound undergoes thermal reaction, we get this is trans product. So in this both the methyls are trans to each other. So this one goes up, one goes down. So this is trans dimethyl cyclobutene. But here in case of photochemical reaction, we get cis compound, in which, so this is trans dimethyl while this is cis dimethyl cyclobutene. So how it is stereospecific? This product, this reactant when undergoes thermal reaction gives one product, when it undergoes photochemical reaction gives another product. So we can say electrocyclic reactions are stereospecific in nature. Thermally gives one product, photochemically gives another product. So in this way, here we have discussed electrocyclic reaction, ring opening as well as ring closing. Second reaction we have to see cycloaddition reaction. In the cycloaddition reaction, it is the addition of one unsaturated compound to the other unsaturated compound. So it is a addition reaction of two pi electron systems. So one pi electron system added across the other pi electron system. So in this, some of the reactions can be proceeds by thermal reaction, while some of the reactions can be proceeds by photochemical reactions, on the basis of how many pi electrons are present in the two different systems in which addition reaction is taking place. It can be called as 2 plus 4 pi electron system addition, 2 plus 2 cycloaddition. So in this way, it is named on the basis of number of pi electron systems are involved during the cycloaddition reaction. So in this, one pi electron system undergoes addition across the other pi electron system gives cyclic addition product. Here through the formation of cyclic transition state gives cyclic addition product. We have to see here first simple example of 2 plus 2 pi cycloaddition. So this is 2 pi plus 2 pi cycloaddition. In this 2 pi plus 2 pi cycloaddition, when ethylene, so this is here ethylene, reacts with other ethylene molecule. So these are the 2 pi electrons, these are the 2 pi electrons. So these reactions are taking place photochemically. So these are the photochemical reactions. These reactions cannot possible thermally. So ethylene when reacts with other ethylene molecule, so we get here the formation of cyclobutane. So here two new sigma bonds are formed. This is one sigma bond, this is other sigma bond. So these are the new sigma bonds. Two pi bonds are lost, two new sigma bonds are formed in the cycloaddition reaction. This is 2 pi plus 2 pi cycloaddition, which is taking place by using photochemical reactions. So here again transition state, cyclic transition state is generated like this. This is CH2, this is CH2. Yes, this is the CH2. This is the new sigma bond, this is the pi bond which is breaking. So this cyclic transition state is generated during the course of reaction and it gives cyclic addition product. This is the photochemical 2 pi plus 2 pi reaction. Now we have to see second 4 pi plus 2 pi reaction. 4 pi plus 2 pi cycloaddition. So in this 4 pi plus 2 pi, one 4 pi electron system, that is conjugated diene, reacts with dienophile or reacts with 2 pi electron system. So here it is diene reacts with alkene. This undergoes addition across this. This is thermal reaction. So 4 plus 2 pi reactions are thermal reactions. These are giving this cyclic transition state. Here these are the new two sigma bonds are formed. These are the two new sigma bonds, while this is here pi bond breaking. This new pi bond is formed. These pi bonds are breaking. So this is cyclic transition state giving product. This is cyclohexene. So cyclic addition product is formed during the cycloaddition reaction. Now here we have to see some other examples. This reaction is also called as Diels-Alder reaction. When diene reacts with dienophile, undergoes addition through the cyclic transition state, gives cyclic addition product. So we have few examples of this, because this 4 plus 2 pi cycloaddition is broadly taking place. So this is broadly observed and it is taking place thermally. When we have butadiene, when reacts with maleic anhydride, so here this makes sigma bond here, this pi bond shifted here and this pi bond moves here. So we get this cyclic transition state and gives, this is cyclohexene derivative and here this is COO. So this is cyclic addition product is obtained when this reacts with maleic anhydride. We may have another example such as butadiene reacts with propionyl. This is CH2. So here again this diene reacts with dienophile. This is 4 pi electron system reacts with 2 pi electron system and gives this cyclic addition product. So this is the cycloaddition reaction. 2 plus 2 cycloaddition reactions are taking place by using light. It is called as photolysis or photochemical reactions, while 4 plus 2 cycloaddition reactions are taking place by using thermal or by using heat. So these reactions are called as thermal reactions. So here we have seen cycloaddition reactions in which two different pi electron systems undergoes addition and gives cyclic addition product called as cycloaddition reaction. So the next reaction we have to see sigma tropic rearrangement. sigmatropic rearrangement. In this sigmatropic rearrangement, one of the sigma bond present in the compound migrated from one place to other place, shifted from one place to other place. So here this is the rearrangement, means migration of one group, sigma bonded group, from one position to other position, depends on the position to which it migrated. It can be 1,3 shift, 1,5 shift or 1,7 shift. So here we have to see example of every shift or all the shifts. First is 1,3 shift. So in this 1,3 shift, this see the example, this hydrogen and this is here the double bond. This sigma CH bond is conjugated with this pi bond. So here this pi electrons take this proton and this sigma CH bond shifted here and gives here the cyclic transition state in which this pi bond is cleaving, this new pi bond is formed and this hydrogen bond is breaking and joining here. So this is cyclic transition state we get, gives product in which hydrogen moves from this position to this. So it is, this bond is cleaving, so this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. So it is migrated from first carbon to third carbon. So it is called as 1,3 hydrogen shift. So this is called as 1,3 sigmatropic rearrangement. 1,3 sigmatropic rearrangement. In case of 1,5 sigmatropic rearrangement, the hydrogen is migrated from one carbon to the fifth carbon through the delocalization of conjugated pi electrons. So see here 1,5 shift. In the 1,5 shift, double bond, here there is double bond, here there is a hydrogen. So this hydrogen is conjugated with this sigma CH bond is conjugated with this. So here we get the product through the cyclic transition state. Here this hydrogen bond is cleaving and this hydrogen bond is newly formed here. This pi bond is cleaving, this new pi bond is formed. In this way cyclic transition state is generated, which is immediately cleaving to the product. Here this is hydrogen. We can replace this hydrogen. This is here 1,5 sigmatropic rearrangement or 1,5 shift. We can replace this hydrogen using any R group. So R group can be migrated from one place to other place. It can be 1,7 shift. So this can be 1,7 shift. So this is here hydrogen. This hydrogen is migrated from this to this. So here this bond is cleaving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So it is migrated from one place to 7th place. So this is 1,7 sigmatropic rearrangement or 1,7 hydrogen shift, and we get product in which this double bond is here and here there is a shifting of hydrogen from this position to this position. So here the sigma bonded group is migrated from one position to other position through the delocalization of conjugated pi electrons. This is called as sigmatropic rearrangement. Why it is called as rearrangement? Because here the groups are directly migrated from one place to other place. Next is we have to see cheletropic reaction. This cheletropic reaction. It is also called as chelotropic reaction. Chelotropic or chelotropic reaction. So in this chelotropic reaction, it is a special type of addition of one of the group across the conjugated system and forms two new sigma bonds. So the terminal atoms of that conjugated system bonded to particular group. So here this is the special kind of cycloaddition in which certain groups are directly added across the terminal carbons of conjugated system and forms new 2 sigma bonds. In this addition or in elimination, these groups are lost by decreasing 2 sigma bonds or by eliminating 2 sigma bonds. So here we have to see example of simple example, insertion of carbene. So here CH2 double bond CH2 we have. In this, when it reacts with carbene, carbene is divalent carbon having unshaped electron pair. So here this pi electrons attacks here, this attacks here. So we get here CH2 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 this. So these are the 2 new sigma bonds are formed. So this is new sigma bond. So these are the 2 new sigma bonds. So in this way, this is the special cycloaddition in which this group added across the terminal atoms of this pi electron system. When it is, suppose we have diene. When this diene reacts with sulfur dioxide SO2, sulfur dioxide. Now here this pi electrons can attack here, this lone pair can attack here, this pi bond shifted here. So this lone pair of the sulfur attacks, pi electron shifted here, and this SO2 get added across the terminal carbons. So at the terminal carbons it forms 2 new sigma bonds. So we get here S double bond O double bond O. So this is the insertion of SO2 across this, or nitrogen molecule can be inserted across the diene, terminal bonds of diene. When it reacts with N2 like this, so here this lone pair may attack here, this pi bond shifted here, and this electron pair goes here. So we can have here the insertion of nitrogen across the terminal carbon and forms 2 new sigma bonds. These are the new sigma bonds, and we get here this En, this is positive charge, this is negative charge, charge separation. So here this is the new sigma bond, this is also, these are the new sigma bonds. Or in the elimination, exactly opposite we can have. So we get, this is chelotropic elimination, chelotropic elimination. So in this way, carbene can be inserted across the alkene, or this sulfur dioxide or nitrogen can be inserted across the terminal carbons of diene and undergoes formation of 2 new sigma bonds. In the addition or in the elimination, 2 sigma bonds can be lost. So here this is the chelotropic reaction in which certain groups are added across the terminal carbons of the pi electron system and forms 2 new sigma bonds. So this can be addition or it can be elimination of the certain groups. Now the next reaction we have to see, group transfer reaction. See, group transfer reaction. In the group transfer reaction, certain atoms or group of atoms are migrated from one molecule to the other molecule. So certain groups are shifted or migrated from one to other molecule through this cyclic transition state. So the best example of this group transfer reaction is Ene reaction. Ene reaction. What happen in this group transfer reaction? When we have this double bond, and this hydrogen is, this is allyl hydrogen, and along with we have one pi electron system. So this allylic hydrogen shifted here through this cyclic transition state. So we have here, so the hydrogen moves to this position. So this one group migrated to the next molecule. So we get cyclic transition state. This hydrogen is, this bond is cleaving, this bond is for, sorry, so this bond forms here. So here there is a hydrogen, there is a hydrogen, and this converted to product. Here this hydrogen. So this hydrogen from this position goes to other position. So this in reaction we can observe in case of such allylic hydrogen compound and the carbonyl compound. For example, we have next example. This hydrogen may interact with carbonyl compound. So here this bond shifted here, this oxygen attacks here, and this CH bond shifted here. So through the formation of cyclic transition state we get product. Here this O having this hydrogen, and these are the two methyl groups to this. So in this way double bond forms here, single bond joined to carbon having now OH, carbon having now OH. So in this way this is the transfer of group from one molecule to other molecules and gives the combined molecule. So the combination of the two molecules gives the new molecule. Or we may have the example of this transfer of hydrogen to malic anhydride. So here this hydrogen moves here and we get to this position. So in this way group transfer from one molecule to other molecule. Or we can have the example such as so this is the ethylene molecule. When this ethylene molecule reacts with nitrogen, so here these hydrogens are transferred from this ethylene to nitrogen. So here and we get here HC triple bond CH. So CH triple bond CH. So acetylene we get along with H2N2 plus NH double bond NH. So these two hydrogens from ethylene migrated to nitrogen molecule to gives H2N2 and this acetylene. So in this way groups can be transferred from one molecule to other molecule. Here this is the combination of two molecules in which from one side of molecule goes to others molecule and gives the product. So in this way this is the group transfer reaction in which groups are or atoms, group of atoms are transferred from one to other. In this way here we have discussed 5 classes of pericyclic reactions. 1 electrocyclic reactions in which we have seen electrocyclic ring opening or ring closure. So it can be thermal reaction or it can be photochemical reaction. In the cycloaddition reactions we have 2 types, 2 pi plus 2 pi it is photochemical reaction and 4 pi plus 2 pi is thermal reaction. In the next sigmatropic rearrangement we have seen 3 shifts or 3 sigmatropic rearrangements, 1,3, 1,5 and 1,7 sigmatropic rearrangement or 1,7 shift. In the cheletropic reaction we have seen insertion of carbene across the alkene insertion of sulfur dioxide across the terminal carbons of butadiene, or insertion of nitrogen molecule across the terminal carbon. In this way, during this insertion or during this addition, 2 sigma bonds are formed, we have observed. In the last group transfer reaction, groups or the atom or group of atoms are migrated or transferred from one molecule to other molecule. So that other molecule means the product here, it can be combination of the two reactants, or here the product can be like this, migration of the groups from one molecule to other molecule and gives 2 new molecules. So here in this way we have seen classification of pericyclic reactions with some important examples. Thank you.